What's up, CJ? Just figured I'd talk about some 3D printed stuff because I just finished. What's up, Kaiju? I just finished de-spruing these, and I saw that they had there's a hole in the end. So I wanted to know if, say for instance, Action Force effects ported into these 3D prints here, and wouldn't you know it, they kind of just stick in there. So that's cool. I mean, they don't fit perfectly. That's what she said. But it works enough that if I wanted to use, I print very different things. What do you print? Oh, hey, Steven. What do you print? I know what you print. Yeah, you print Nerf guns, not 1/12 guns. But my girlfriend printed these STLs for these guns. Were from AFA 112, Action Figure Addict 112. And there's some other stuff I gotta print. Well, she's gotta print, like some tires and a weapons rack. She printed one weapons rack, but I don't know how to put that fucking thing together. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. But these are cool. It's nice that I was like, yo, all right, these have a port. So let me see. Like I said, let me see if these Action Force pieces fit. And like, I'm sure the Marvel ones would fit as well. The smaller Marvel Legends one that have been coming with a lot of like guns like Black Widow and stuff. But that looks good. That looks like a shotgun blast coming out of there, kinda. So I think that's kind of cool. And if you're wondering, if y'all are wondering, when did She-Hulk fall over? Did I miss that shit? If you're wondering about this retro carded Venom in the back, I'm actually giving this away when we hit 3,500. So if you're new here, I see there's 24 people watching. If you're new here, go subscribe. This video is linked right on my main YouTube page. Go like and comment on this video if you want to win this retro card Venom, because pretty soon we'll be at 3,500, and then your opportunity to win that shit will be over. And also smash like, because I really would appreciate that. And the algorithm also is like, yo, if you smash like, I'm gonna push this shit. So just smash like for me, subscribe if you want to win that Venom, and go comment on the video. And like Kaiju Kitty said, smash that like button, please. So these are cool. I just finished de-spruing them, cleaning them up and all that shit. And I would like to paint them, like at least give them like a wash and give them like a gunmetal color, like the metal, because I like painting. Like I painted. So this is another thing. And there's a bunch. Like there's so many. All these little crates and containers are 3D printed. Not all of them, but all the wooden ones, and then those black ones, and then there's a Star Wars one down there. Those are all 3D printed, and I painted most of them myself because painting objects is a lot easier than painting like face sculpts and other stuff. But I think I did a good job with these boxes. Let me know if this is something y'all would be interested in like buying. If I printed these out and painted them up, I could I don't know, I could sell some if it's something y'all are interested in. But I think they look pretty good. I think they look weathered and painted nicely. What's up, Denzens? What's up, Plastic Skulls? How's it going, everybody? We're live in the toy room today, not in front of the computer, because I look like absolute shit. So I today was supposed to be my day off, but because Memorial Day, we're closed. Also, another 3D printed thing I painted. I decided to pick up a shift today, so I went in at 4 in the morning. And then when I got home, I passed out at like, 2 until like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Oh, I'm going to talk about the dumpster. So I passed out for a long-ass time and took a nap. And also, I got my Hulks here because my Max Hulk is coming Tuesday. So I figured I'd get them off the shelf and do the trouble off. Fortunately, I didn't knock anything over. But so this dumpster kaiju, my girlfriend printed it. I told her, make it. It should be a little bit bigger, but it's fine. It doesn't bother me. It's a little bit smaller of a dumpster. And I just keep some shit in here. Blood effects, all that stuff I use for photography. Speaking of 3D printed stuff, so I ordered this 3D printed Sam head, and this is the one that was on my Sam before I got a better painted one, because I painted that. My girlfriend did the eye slides, but I painted the hair and the face and the eyebrows and all that shit. So that was really difficult. But this dumpster, not so difficult, because I would like to add more grime to it, but I tried to make, like, you know, goop coming out, like stained and rusty and stuff, but still green. So, you know, it's not like in bad shape or anything, but like I definitely should do more to the back. But this is printed in, was it printed in white? I think it was printed in white. So I painted it entirely green, and I think it looks pretty good. No, I didn't use spray paint because I don't have green spray paint. So I hand painted this shit. And then I weathered it and gave it a black wash and all that stuff. So, like I said, if this is some shit y'all would be interested in me 3D printing, or not me, my girlfriend 3D printing and me painting, if y'all have interest in that, let me know. You can tell me on Instagram, whatever, and maybe I can start printing, painting, and selling. Just because once you get these STLs and you start painting them and all that stuff, it's okay because you're doing more work. And they're free STLs. A lot of people say, hey, feel free, do whatever, use it. So like if you don't have the ability to paint, you don't want to paint, let me know, because this is fun for me. Like, these crates are fun. There's more varying, oh shit, I just knocked stuff over. More varying sizes. So, you know, it's just one of those things. A lot of people like me, like stuff. And these ones are all the way around. The bigger one isn't. So just depends on where my girlfriend was at in the printing stage and how much she was willing to put into it. But I think they're really fun. I think 3D printing is a very good it's very integral part of toy collecting nowadays, especially because shit's expensive, and if you can make it yourself, or if you can have someone make it for you, all the more power to you, you know? Like, this is another thing. I'll just grab all this 3D printed stuff. I said 3D printing, so I guess I gotta do the work. And what else is I already talked about the mini fridge. I'm not gonna grab that, but thank you. I do try to paint stuff like that. I can do, no problem. I have an idea, I follow through, and I do it. These are just plain black. So these are like Star Wars crates, and for me, I just store weapons in them. So here's some MCU weapons. Well, just Marvel Legends weapons in general. There's a bent, whoa, that thing is bent as fuck. Wolverine's bent Muramasa. Is that what it's supposed to be, the Muramasa blade? I don't know why it's red. But that shit got bent. But, you know, they can be useful too. Like I said, this holds accessories for photography. And this one, what's in here? Oh, these are all my Star Wars blasters, because this is a Star Wars crate. So, smugglers, like for instance, if I had a Han Solo, I could just take him and Chewie and have them carrying this crate with the lid slightly off, and you'd be like, oh, look at that. So, you know, not only do they clean up space, hold stuff, you can use them. Oh, there's another thing I painted. Ah, the froggies. Oh shit. See, I'm seeing all this stuff that I painted, and I'll have to redo my diorama after. It's okay. Muramasa blade is cursed. Moo ha 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 ha. Yes, it is cursed. So here's another Star Wars crate. 3D printed. It was actually painted or printed in white. So I see a white box and I want to paint it black. So I painted it black. I did the blue and red lights because it's Imperial. And then I gave it some kind of scratch marks from being moved around, stacked with other boxes on the corners and stuff. I should probably do some on the edges too. But I thought it gave it a little bit of character, and it kind of looks like Companion Cube a little bit from Portal. Shout out to that game. I love Portal. What a great game. She made you kill your companion cube. She made you incinerate that shit. Ah, Gladys, we hate you. Another big crate. Once again, I feel like it looks like wood. Like some wood that's got some salt treatment, or it's been rained on, got, just been stacked over and over. And then this is really cool because this is the texture of this was built into the sculpt. Because if you know wooden pallets, this is what they look like. They get absolutely hammered and get splinters and all that shit. So I need to get more of these. She only printed one of these. I need more because if I could get, like, for instance, you can put one big one on there, or you can stack the little ones on there and somehow get a pallet jack, 3D printed pallet jack, and then you got something for your warehouse back here. Because, in fact, I may just put that stat. That looks better over there. We're going to leave that there, y'all. There's an improvement to my diorama right there. But, 3D printing is really... I want a dragon, too, but I don't want a dragon action figure. I just want a real dragon. I feel like that Mythic Legions dragon is cool and all, but you can't ride it. And if you're getting everything, you're paying over $1,000. Now, if I'm paying over $1,000 for dragon, I want it to be a real dragon. And I want to ride it. I want it to breathe fire. And speaking of dragons, because it just reminded me of the dragons from that one Rick and Morty episode, the horny dragons. Rick and Morty's on tonight. That's on at 11. Unfortunately, I don't have Adult Swim. I don't have cable, so... Oh, I'm riding my Mythic Legions dragon. What's up, Cincy? Well, you may break it after spending over $1,000 on it if you ride it. So, but that's if that's your prerogative. All right, so like I said, all that 3D printed stuff's cool. Power Rangers got knocked over. I really think that 3D printing is a very cool, very interesting part of toy collecting nowadays because you can do so much with it. You can make weapons, you can make dioramas, whatever you want, essentially, as long as you can sculpt it, as long as you have the STLs, you can make whatever the hell you want. And that's really cool. Get one that is 4 feet. There is a 4-foot dragon, Favi. It is the Mythic Legions dragon coming out, and it is too damn expensive. The rent is too damn high. So I will not be getting a dragon for myself. It is not something I need for my collection unless that dragon is named Fin Fang Foom, and it's a new Marvel Legends Fin Fang Foom. Favi, with all the accessories and shit, but this was a Kickstarter, so like all of them are funded, and you'd have to go secondary at this point, I think. It was over, I think it was $1,100 with shipping and all the parts, the expansion parts from Mythic Legions. So, not cheap. Not freaking cheap. But, if you want a dragon and you have disposable income, then I'm sure once it's released next year, is it next year or 2027? Whenever it comes out, I'm sure you'll be able to get your hands on a dragon for a nominal fee of like way more than it initially costs. So a lot of people may have to lay in the bed that they missed out on the fucking 4-foot dragon, unfortunately. And for me, I'm not bummed about that. I was never going to get that. I don't collect Mythic Legions. I have 2 Cosmic Legions. And that's about it with 4 Horsemen for me, just because A, it's an expensive rabbit hole. B, I do like barbarian shit and stuff and all that, but I would rather have like a closer to Marvel Legends scale 1/12 line when it comes to that stuff. Oh, there you go, Fabi. BBTS, Big Red Toy Store, is selling the dragon on pre-order. Price is higher, but it's there. Exactly. What is disposable income in this day and age? All right. So before I get my Maximum Hulk on Tuesday, and I don't think I'm going to make that a members first video, just because A, I wasn't even going to get the Maximum Hulk until I got him for $5, and B, not to be a YouTuber or anything, but Maximum Hulk is hot right now. And if I put it in a member's first gate for 3 days or so, then I may not get any views on it, which would suck. So, you know, the main selling point, because most of the Maximum Hulk is exactly the same as this. The different part is this torso and the engineering underneath, because this torso is hard, super hard plastic. The Max Hulk, this is soft. This is like rubbery plastic. People will bitch about paywall. And you know what, Cincy, they will. But at the same time, I've not had anybody complain because my subscribers and my members are cool and they understand. And I'm about to... I already hit the payout threshold for my first payout YouTube payout, which is pretty insane. But they only do that shit once a month. So I just gonna build and build and build. So hopefully by the end of the month I have like $300-400 from YouTube and I can call myself a successful YouTuber. Speaking of, if anyone feels like dropping a super chat, feel free. I won't be bummed, and now we'll talk about what you ask me to. Grab a figure from my shelf if I have it, whatever you want to see. In the toy room, it's a little different on live. I can't pull comments and all that stuff because I'm on my phone. But the thing about this Hulk here is, this Hulk is perfectly fine. No, it can't thunderclap because the butterfly joints are, they're decent back. Like, they go back. But going forward, there's really no movement there as far as forward. He just kind of hits his big old booby pecs and stops dead. So that's the improvement for Max Hulk. But they're using these same arms. They're using these same legs. They're giving him new feet with toe articulation. And they're giving us new head sculpts. Is that maximum? I don't know. I can't say because I don't have it yet. But what they promised with the maximum line was maximum sculpting, maximum new pieces, maximum blah, 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 blah. And when you say, hey, let me grab Max Spidey really quick. We're going to make, let me see if I can get him to, probably not. Probably not. Be cool if oh, look at that. So, when you get a figure like Maximum Spider-Man, and I did do a head swap. Thanks, Steven. Good to see you. I'll text you later. My schedule's all flip-flop, like you know. So, if you're off tomorrow, I'll call you. So like Maximum Spider-Man is completely new sculpt. Completely new. 100%. Which is what we were promised with the Maximum line. And $50 is still steep for Maximum Spider-Man. Absolutely. Paying that squishy titty tax on the Max. Well, Cincy, this is the cool thing. So I had a $65 Amazon gift card from a medical study. So I spent $10 on this light, which is fantastic. It's very useful, very good for my videos. It's improved my lighting so much just by having the backlighting and all that stuff. It looks, you can just see where I move it, it pops. And then I used the other 55 for, okay, I'll call you tomorrow, Steven. What's up, Nikos? What was I saying? I forget what I was saying. Paying this, oh yeah, because I got Max Hulk for $5. So I used that gift card and I only put $5.27 down on my Max Hulk. And they already shipped him, so I would say that I got my Max Hulk for $5. And then haters would say, and then I would say, I only paid $5 out of my money. The rest was funny money from giving a medical study my spit. So I only paid fucking $5 for Maximum Hulk. And if you don't like it, you can suck an egg, essentially. Because especially the Reddit crowd, they seemed extra salty about a YouTuber getting a $5. A female toy review YouTuber getting a $5 Max Hulk. They just weren't having it. They're like, oh, you bitch, and downvote. Don't let my whiteness fool you. I know bars. Like what? Mars bars? Hershey's bars? Soap bars? What kind of bars, Cincy? And, so I got I got down She-Hulk because I'll use her. Ah! Ah! She took it out, and I had Max Spidey so perfectly balanced. Let's see if I can fix it. Nope. Nope. She-Hulk screwed everything up. Gosh dang it, Jen. I love you, but you screwed it up. Come on, Spidey. If he had squishy titties, you'd be all over it. Spitting bars. There's this guy that does like Eminem doing mundane stuff, and it's so funny. Like he sounds like Eminem, and he's like, I was washing my car and I didn't go far, and then I went to the bar, and it's just the way he does it. It sounds like Eminem, but it's all like mundane shit that he's talking about. Oh, here, fuck, don't, Riley, be careful. Don't knock Spidey off of his buddy. Hulk like Bugman. Bugman funny. You know? All right, so, you know, Banner, sometimes Banner, what's up, Max? Banner needs a gat. So we got this 3D printed shotgun. And then we got Bruce Banner ready to blow some fools away, as it were. He's like, I may not be hulking out, but I'm angry as shit, and I got a shotgun. I don't think that's how Bruce Banner talks, but, you know. So now that I'm getting the Max Hulk for $5 and I'm seeing the review, well, actually, no, I haven't watched any Max Hulk reviews because no spoilers for me when it comes to my channel. I like to go in with fresh eyes, with no information whatsoever about that shit. So I had to take him off the shelf because he was being propped up by Hulk's big old back, because Hulk got back. What's up, Zombie Hunter? Which do you prefer? Do you prefer suave, kempt Tony Stark, or do you prefer a 90s mullet Tony Stark, white trash, demon in a bottle, I need a drink Tony Stark? You wouldn't like him when he's angry and packing. No, you would not. You would not. Scientist with a shotgun. But it's cool that those guns fit the Valaverse effect pieces. I think that the yeah, I agree, Darthol, but I think that the mullet, when I got the Marvel Legends, this is from the modular Iron Man for Marvel vs. Capcom, and that head, I immediately took off. Well, let me go grab it. I immediately took off the old Tony Stark head that I had, which is from the 80th Iron Man, which is, I have him right here. May as well grab him. That's the thing about me, y'all. I'm always prepared. I'm like a Girl Scout. But I wasn't a Girl Scout. So, all right. That's the 80th, and he came with a different head sculpt. Also, do you prefer... I prefer the yellow and red because that's comic book. The gold... He's got hair all over. The gold and red looks great. But the thing about this suit, too, this is the Secret Wars Tony Stark. This should be yellow. His arc reactor, whatever they called it in the comics, should be yellow, like this one. But it's not. It's blue. And that's because they were like, all right, we're going to release the perfect Iron Man, but we got to fuck it up somehow. We got to fucking ruin it. We got to make sure that we got built-in buyers. When, where's my box of head sculpts? Am I tripping? I am tripping. Tripping hard. Unibeam. Yeah, that's what they call it in the comics. Where's the other Tony Stark head? Where is Mr. Suave? Rico Suave. Yeah, this is the other Tony Stark head that I have. And well, I think that the best one, like the best one is probably the one that actually has a goatee. For me, 90s Iron Man, I grew up with the animated show, and that's what this shit reminds me of. So I don't like mullets in real life. I think they're goofy, but for Tony Stark, he's known for the mullet. What's up, Webhead Mike? How's it going? Appreciate you popping in. I was just talking about some 3D printed stuff, and now, of course, it always comes back to freaking Marvel Legends with me. I'm just preparing for that Max Hulk to come on Tuesday, so I grabbed some shit. Now, should I grab what's up, Triple D? How's it going? Should I grab the Totally Awesome Hulk off the shelf? I think I should, because he's a different sized Hulk. He uses the MCU Hulk body, so I feel like that's a valid comparison for that video. So I'm going to use Max Spidey, Hulk, all that shit. I'm just grabbing shit for the comparison, essentially, on Tuesday. And when it comes to Marvel Webhead and variety of characters and all that stuff, I will agree that when it comes to that, Marvel Legends is the best. Maybe not in general. Oh God, can I get him without fucking my shelf up? Sometimes I amaze myself, y'all. Because Amadeus Cho was wedged between Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, and Vision, and he did not knock anybody over. Oh, well, Bruce is holding one right now. And then we got my crates and pallet over there, my dumpster, more crates. Just some boxes. Like, essentially the stuff in the back, a lot of the stuff in the background of my dioramas is 3D printed stuff. And it makes my diorama pop, and it makes it more lived in and all that shit. At least in my opinion. So this is, so you can see that this, oh, you can't because he's not in frame. But you can see that the Amadeus Cho Hulk is shorter, he's leaner, and that's because this torso and these arms, this arm is, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this arm is smaller than the other one because the Infinity Gauntlet was supposed to fit on that arm, but Amadeus has that gamma bracelet that he uses to transform into the Hulk. There's some bigger stuff my girlfriend has printed. So our 3D printer is essentially a custom 3D printer because she printed parts for the 3D printer to make it better. Now this Hulk has double elbows. They're not pinless, but so that means that Hasbro using these same arms is not really an excuse for engineering because these are of course a lot smaller. But you can still go back and reverse engineer this and make new arms for Hulk and make new legs. They didn't even have to make all new legs, y'all. All they had to do was remake this upper joint and this lower joint part. And they have the mold. All they had to do was re-engineer. Fuck. It's crazy to me. I'm glad I got it for $5 and not full price, because full price Max Hulk is a disappointing buy in my opinion. And I would like to print a lot more stuff. Fuck me. Y'all, I'm not having a good day with my diorama. Oh, that's important. It's my SD card. That's where all my videos are. I can't lose that. Put that in the camera. But yeah, also, like I said earlier, if you want to win this, make sure you're subscribed, like the video, comment the video for this Retro Card Venom. What's up, FD? How's it going? I saw that you got Max Hulk. How do you like him? Do you think it's worth the price? Or do you think it was just another... Oh, there's a crow. Where's the other crow? There's supposed to be two of them. One of them fell somewhere, I guess. Fuck. What do you think of it, FD? Let me know. Because I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that you got Max Hulk. The biggest thing I 3D printed was my life-size R2-D2. Whoa, that is pretty damn big. I don't have a Hulk and would have considered Maximum 1 had they honestly gone all out on it. Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm not going to say it's not good for new collectors, new Marvel Legends collectors who don't have a Hulk, period. But for people like me who have... But also, and here's the other thing that made me kind of want Max Hulk, is it comes with a Marvel vs. Capcom head. In 2025 is I'm trying to build my Marvel vs. Capcom shelf. So, by getting that Max Hulk for $5, now I have a Marvel vs. Capcom Hulk. So, essentially, I took care of a problem that I had. And I know that, essentially, he's good, but not worth the price. Lots of things they could have done better, of course, but I'm a Hulk collector. And I agree with you. There's so many things they could have done better. Like a complete overhaul, but that's just me. Yeah, $5 is definitely a bargain for it. $5 Fuck, I always forget about what I'm talking about. That's okay, though. And this Bruce Banner figure, so he came with the, essentially it was an Ollie's exclusive for a while. He came with the Grey Hulk, but I don't want the Grey Hulk. I try to have one version of every character unless there's a necessity, like Marvel vs. Capcom, which is a completely different shelf. And those are mostly imports in Jada anyway, so not a lot of Marvel Legends on there. Like I have the Mofex Spider-Man and the CT Wolverine, and yeah, I would like to get the Mofex Captain America for that shelf. That thing would be cool. Yeah, knees and elbows would have made it better, but they didn't want to do the engineering and shit. But I got him for like 17 bucks, so less than a normal figure and about the same price as a 2-pack, but I did not want a Grey Hulk taking up all that space because I just don't need that in my life, y'all. I've been going through. I have a listing up on eBay right now. I went through my NECA shelf and I got down like 7 or 8 figures that I'm just like, yo, I either got Mofex replacements coming or you just suck and I don't want you anymore. So I did a purge on my NECA shelf and it felt good. Now, I don't know if I can do that to every shelf, but sometimes I feel like I need to go down to my sequel Star Wars shelf and just get rid of everything except for like the main cast, which would be like Rey and Finn and Poe and Kylo Ren, and just be like, all right, that's all I need from these movies. I can get rid of everything else. But you know, sometimes I feel like I would regret doing that, but they're super cheap regardless, so it's not like I would make a bunch of money on that, and that's why I sell stuff as a lot on eBay. So if you want to check out my eBay, it's Rowdy Virals. It's the same as everything else. It's all my socials. Yeah, figure cleansing, and it helps that gives you some money back from buying. I collect a bunch of different Hulks and different scales because I planned some Immortal Hulk diorama picks. God, Immortal Hulk was such a good run. I haven't finished it. But it was like a great horror Hulk comic because if you have, spoilers for Immortal Hulk. If you haven't read Immortal Hulk, essentially gamma energy comes from fucking hell. And like the Green Devil or whatever that the Hulk is like is essentially like not good. There's like essentially the devil, but not the devil. Like the Gamma Devil is the one that's in charge of Hulks and bringing them back to life and making sure they don't die. Essentially, they're immortal. It's very creepy. There's a lot of body horror in it. So, for instance, Rick Jones becomes a fucking crazy-looking abomination. You got Harpy Red She-Hulk. And then you just get Hulk getting fucking mangled. Bruce Banner, I think at the beginning... Yeah, the one below all. I think at the beginning of the comic, Bruce Banner gets killed or he kills himself or something. He wakes up and he's like, oh, yeah, the Hulk. He won't let me die. Every night. Well, so the premise of Mortal Hulk is like Bruce Banner, whatever, during the day, it's fine. He's fine. But at night, when the Hulk personality comes out, whatever happened to him, it's undone. Bruce is alive. Hulk is not... allowed to die, and it is metal. It is such a good series, and there's like the green door and the leader's trapped there and he's trying to get out, etc. I need to finish the run. I haven't finished it, so I don't know everything, and it's been a while, but I do remember when it was dropping before I had Marvel Universe. Now shit, I have Marvel Universe. There's no excuse for me to... Maybe after this I'll read some Immortal Hulk. I just need to find out what issue is on, but I would go to readcomic.to, and the fucking ads... What's up, K-Mac? The ads and the malware and shit that they would try to put on your phone from that website is just fucking ridiculous. So I stopped going on that website and I fell behind on a lot of my comic book runs and never caught up. And Immortal Hulk was one of them. And whatever Spider-Man run was going on during that time, I was reading. I know it wasn't fucking Zeb Wells Spider-Man because I wouldn't read that piece of shit. Apparently, the new Spider-Man run that's happening now is amazing, though, so I do need to start reading Spider-Man again. And I only know that because Dave from Displaying Model Behavior said it's great and that I should read it. So, also, this Saturday, Dave from Displaying Model Behavior, if you know him at all, will be on my live stream on Saturday, my members-only live stream. It'll be at 1 p.m. Eastern. So if you're not a channel member and you're interested, and you're interested in seeing me interview Dave, and we will talk toys. There's a Hasbro stream the day before our stream, but it's mostly going to be about him. I'm going to be interviewing him. If you're at all familiar with my live streams with guests, it's not chill out, hang out. Of course, it is chill out and have a good time and have some laughs, but it's also I want to ask questions. I'm here to interview them. I'm here to ask them the stuff that they wouldn't normally get asked by people in their live chats or whatever. So I feel like having Dave on will be really cool. We just had Smudge Customs on yesterday. He doesn't have a YouTube channel yet, but he has an Instagram, and he's really talented. He does paint and airbrush and customizes figures and makes dioramas. And thank you, Darth Alba. I think it was great too. I didn't know what to expect because I didn't know Smudge before that, but Frankie vouched for him and said, "Hey, this is my dude. Bring him on." And I was like, "All right, I got you, Frankie." So yeah, that was fun yesterday. And sometimes I try to plan for an hour, and I did have D Amazing on, and that went for an hour, but I feel like he would have went for longer, and I should have just been like, just kept letting him talk, because we talked for another half hour, but it wasn't stuff that he or I wanted on stream either way, so that worked out. So I'm trying to do the interview thing where I bring people on and I talk to them, and yes, I do figure reviews. That's my main thing. But I also, when it comes to live streams and having people on, I want to be known for, hey, if you're going on Rowdy Ryle's show, she's going to ask you some questions. You're going to have a good time. But it's about you. It's about getting your word, your information. And there's other people that do it, like A Punk with Toys does Thursday with a friend. But I'm not sitting down for 4 hours to talk to a person every week or every couple weeks, because I can't talk that much. I should repost edit it. You know what, Controller Akimbo? That's a great idea. I didn't think about that. So maybe like yeah, and just put them as shorts or like little clips. Yeah, that's a great idea. So that's a good idea, Controller Akimbo. I'll have to go through my D Amazing interview and clip out some stuff and make some videos out of it. Because yeah, there's other people. I know 3POA does that as well, because he doesn't do standard videos. He just does live streams, really. But he'll clip his live streams and then he'll make videos out of that. So yeah, that's a really good idea, Controller Akimbo. Definitely gonna plan on doing that. Wow, I can't believe I didn't think of that. But yeah, I don't know. I think that interview will be really fun. I think that if I do need to do some stuff for members only, and it sucks that what I'm going to do for that is the live interview. Like, when he's live is going to be members only. And then once we're done and it goes up, I will put it for everybody so they can watch the full interview. And then, yeah, Controller Kimbo, after that, I will find the funniest or best parts, or like the things I think that people will find most interesting, and I will clip them, and I will put together a shorter interview video, like maybe an abridged interview, and also release that for everybody. So that's a good idea. Right now, it's shit to talk about. I really want to give this shit away, y'all. I've been holding on to it for so long. So if you're new here, please subscribe, because we're giving this away in less than, I think I have 3430 now, 3430 something. So we're less than 70 subscribers away. We're giving this away at 4,000 subscribers. And the only thing that sucks about this Mofex Spider-Man is this is the first one I got, and he doesn't have his web flipping hands. But I will say that you could probably go on eBay and get a CT1 for cheap and just take the hands, because they fit. But I wanted to, well, if you're already subbed, go make sure you comment on this video, the Retro Card Venom. No, Bruce, go comment on this one, because this is 4K. And then at 5K, which I doubt I'll ever get to 5K, hopefully we'll give away this Mezco Spider-Man. And he does have 2 left feet, and I'm going to fix it. I'm going to find some feet that I can swap onto him. They may not be the Mezco feet, but I'm going to fix it. I'm going to send someone an extra set of feet so that they can fix it. What's up, Woody? You're burning toy boxes? I just saw it, Woody. I just picked up this fucking crazy strain of weed today. I'd never seen it before. It's called Devil Driver. That shit is fucking white. Like that weed is white. You look at it, it's frosty. It's super, super, super light green, almost white. Devil Driver. I was like, yo, this shit is great. It sucks that I can't smoke in the middle of my streams because I do gravity bongs, and I would get up and I would fucking hack along out and y'all would hear me, and then I come and be like, oh hey, how's it going? So Devil Driver. Yeah, see, you smoked that shit, Woody. Of course you have. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'd never had it before. Last week I got some pineapple cream. That was all right. But it was pre-ground because I was trying to save some money. It was still good. I prefer to grind up that shit myself. It's fresher. But yeah, I am. People need to give MothX more slack for the QC issues. They're 90 plus 100 figure, yet people drop Doggone Legends while giving MothX a pass for the QC. Yeah, it was pretty strange, right? So I tend to have fucking problems when I order Spider-Man figures. So, like, for instance, I pre-ordered 2 Maximum Spider-Mans first hour on Hasbro Pulse because I had one for me and then I was going to give away one. And I did end up doing that. But Hasbro Pulse fucking canceled my Maximum Spider-Man order right before they started shipping out to people. So they oversold it, but they went back and didn't pick and choose whose pre-orders they canceled. They're just like, oh, fuck you, Rowdy Riles. So that sucked. I got the MothX Spider-Man, no thwips. So Big Bad Toy Store made that right. And then the MothX Spider-Man, or the Mezco Spider-Man that I got first, 2 left feet. So I love Spider-Man. Virgo, I got a bone to pick with you. You put me through a table, girl. What? I walked out with Rhea Ripley champion, and then 3 minutes, I got knocked through a table. That makes me sad. It's okay. At least I got that belt. At least I got that belt. Devil Driver sounds like a metal band. You know, I think it is a metal band. I think there is a metal band called Devil Driver, so. You would be right in that, Zombie Hunter. I know, Virgo. I know it wasn't you. I know it wasn't personal, but fuck. I was like, yo, look at Rhea Ripley and Rowdy Riles walking out together. We're gonna wreck some shit. We're gonna terrify the locker room, and then I'm literally standing there, and you drop kick me, and I fell through the table, and then they gave the match a 1-star rating. They said it was bad, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna agree with that because that I feel like if that was like us really wrestling, I feel like that would have been a botch. I feel like the table wasn't supposed to break there, and it was supposed to be tension, and I was supposed to roll off, and then you would like stop before you fell through, and then you know. But your character just went right under the mat. Like as soon as the bell rang, she went under the mat. She grabbed that fucking table. And then she fucking just said, all right, Rowdy, it's time. And you just kicked me, and I just fell backwards through the table, and then it was over. 3 minutes, 1 star, bad match. But it was still funny. I was like, fuck, at least I had... So I got to the parking lot at work, and I had 15 minutes. And I was like, all right, they posted this at 11. It just ended like 30, 45 minutes ago, because I was... Or like, not at that point, but like 2 hours ago, because I'd gotten up at 2 to get ready for work. So I sat there and I put the match on. I was like, I'm gonna have to fast forward through this shit. Nope. We came out, our entrance themes, all that shit, and next thing I know, I fell through a fucking table. My wrestler, and if y'all don't know what I'm talking about LSWA Legend Series. Go check out his channel if you want to be a wrestler. It's fun as hell. You pay for membership and you get to be made as a wrestler. But I have a makeover coming, Virgo. So Rhea Ripley's wearing the black and purple and all that shit. So my character's outfit is gonna change. She's gonna be wearing black and silver. We're gonna be the Terror Twins. She's gonna have her hair down. I'm gonna change my entrance theme. I'm gonna become a heel. I think I feel that heel energy coming on, and I'm gonna start kicking ass and taking names. I was the same with the fast forward as well. Yeah, Virgo. I was like, this is gonna be crazy, and nope. It was the fucking shittiest table match I've ever seen in my life. I was like, ladies table match. This is so it's over. It's over. So yeah, that was not fun. Well, I messaged Tony, so you can message him, and he's gonna put my tattoos on as well, because that's something he missed out when he was making my character. But I messaged him. I said, hey, so I'm teaming with Rhea Ripley. I got a whole different aesthetic than her. I got the colors and all that shit. I need to go metal. I need to go dark. So black and silver, long black hair down, let's do this shit. Me and Rhea Ripley about to wreck shit. And I have the WCW women's belt, but I'm coming for those WCW women's tag titles, yo. That's what I'm looking for next. I'm trying to get 2 belts. And when 2 belts ain't enough, I'm going to come to Raw and I'm going to come for their belts. But I need that makeover first because happy-go-lucky Rowdy Riles face colorful not working out for me. It's not working as far as the live shows. So definitely. Yeah, I'm a goth chick. I don't dress it anymore because it's a lot of work. I used to wear all black all the time. And not to like an extreme, but I just wear, you know, black leggings, black metal shirts, put my heavy eyeliner on and all that shit. And I go to concerts, of course. It's fishnets, super mini skirt shit, you know, combat boots. But I don't wear that shit often because A, it's a pain in the ass. B, it's hard to get in and out of. And C, it's just a lot of work. It's just a lot of work. I'm a tomboy for the most part. I only get gothed out on special occasions. But I feel like if I was a wrestler, that would be how I look. I would be fucking heavy metal. I'd be darkness and you know, my entrance theme is actually me on vocals this time, my new one, because I wanted to use my freaking heavy super dark song for my entrance theme, but Tony was like, nah, you're gonna be a face for now. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll shelve this entrance theme until I do my turn. And I think that turn is coming. I think I'm gonna start being a bad girl in the LSWA and really not making friends and just racking up W's, hopefully. Because goddamn, something's got to change. Every time I go to a live show, I'm like excited, I'm pumped, I'm talking a bunch of smack, and then I fucking lose. Sucks. But should I open Silver Surfer or should I keep him in box? Well, let me answer you that question right here. How does he look, Controller Akimbo? What do you think? Now, I think that they need to remake him with pinless arms and legs on the Renew Your Vows body. I think that would be a perfect Silver Surfer. But for not having had one, and then they did the Walgreens re-release, I think this is better than the HasLab Silver Surfer, just because he's fully painted silver like that, and it's the same figure anyway. So I would say Controller Akimbo, especially because, well, it depends on if you want it to hold value, because, you know, Fantastic Four's coming out. So Silver Surfer gonna blow up, even though it's all right, I'll see you later, Virgo. Good to see you. I forgive you for putting me through a table this time. I forgive you. Yeah, this is the Walgreens exclusive that they reissued, and he just goes next to Mr. Galactus over here. Mr. Galactus, which I did a video on recently. Oh, we know, buddy. What's up, Matt with 2 T's? It's been a crazy live stream. Wow, it's almost been an hour already, so I'm going to have to wrap up pretty soon. I'm tired. I'm going to go back to bed. My new schedule's kicking my ass, y'all. I try to keep my content rolling. I try to keep the edits going, but I've been falling behind. I did my lizard video, and that put my Shock T video, or not Shock T, Illuminati Undully on the back burner, because I filmed that shit, and I was ready to edit it, and then I filmed a whole new video for my No Way Home Lizard, and I guess that'll be my members' first video next week, is Illuminati Undully. But like I said earlier, I don't think that I should make the Maximum Hulk video members first, just because I got it for $5. And B, that's what everyone's doing right now. And I selfishly want those views. But there is some cool members first, or members only, members first stuff, like that live stream with Dave next week. Will I review the Jada Toys Tony the Tiger figure? Now, earlier this year, last year, I would have said yes. But now, because finances are so tight and everything is up in the air with these tariffs, you know, I'm trying to get less. So I don't think that, well, Matt with 2 T's, once you get it rolling, let me know and we'll get you set up for success there. Uh-oh, here comes Rhea Ripley. huh, 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 huh. I don't want her to knock everyone over like she did the other day. This is my tag team partner, y'all. Rhea Ripley. Hell yeah. We have a Hulk. Controller Akimbo. We have a Hulk. Join the club. I'm so behind. Oh, I already read that. Yeah, it is a little difficult to, when your schedule changes, to get all that. The Rhea Ripley, yeah, she is an awesome figure. So like I said multiple times, I got rid of all my wrestling shit, and then the Rhea Ripley tempted me because it had just come out and I saw everyone getting it. But I would like an Elite Collection Ultimate Rhea Ripley with like multiple head sculpts and all that shit. Just because mommy. Hi, mommy. You know, I love Rhea Ripley. I'm sorry. I am unabashedly fangirling over that lady, which is fine. Now I get to tag team with her digitally, and we're gonna wreck shit as soon as I get my new look to match her aesthetic, and we will be unstoppable. Well, if we're not unstoppable, it's gonna be my fault because I'm the one that just keeps racking up these fucking L's. So it is what it is, y'all. What do I do with this guy? I don't know what to fucking do with him. He takes up so much space. I don't know what to do with him. He's so ugly. I don't know what to do with him. He doesn't fit on my shelf like I have MODOK. I have AIM back there. You know, MODOK, the super aptoid, and then we got Named Scientist. I have AIM. We have AIM at home. AIM at home. Well, I wear a leather jacket controller akimbo out. Like, I wear a black leather jacket out, but my ring gear is like red, yellow, red, gold, and blue. So I definitely need to match the metal aesthetic on the inside, or on the outside that is on the inside of me, because if you don't know me, I'm a straight up fucking metalhead. Well, I like girly pop too. But when it comes to like the shit I normally listen to, it's heavy fucking metal, like Opeth, Cannabis Corpse, Periphery, Meshuggah, I don't know. I'm blanking on heavy bands right now, but I do listen to heavy stuff. I promise. I promise. There's a lot of chugging and a lot of facing Hydra. Well, I know this is from what Next Wave is what this MODOK is from, but I have no context. And I also fucking hate that people idolize Elvis and think he's great because you know he married a fucking 14-year-old, right? Shit's fucked up. So I don't particularly like this MODOK, but he was like $15 at Ollie's last Christmas. So I picked him up. I was waiting for him. I wanted that, I really wanted this guy. Because I needed another masked goon for photography and stuff. So this is that champion guy or whatever. And I just turned him into a goon. Because goons be gooning, you know? And then someone needs to get fucking beat up by Rhea Ripley today. So I guess it's going to be MODOK and the goon. Oh, crap. She's going to hit him with the Riptide. Oh, Riptide, Rhea Ripley. 1, 2, 3. I thought he was Steve-O MODOK. I mean, hey, welcome to Jackass. I'm Steve-O. Today we're gonna huff. No, he's sober now. I can't say that shit. But y'all remember watching that MTV documentary about Steve-O when he was just constantly doing the fucking whippets, and they went into his house and there was just CO2 canisters all over the floor. That shit was sad. I am very glad that Steve-O is sober now, because that man would not be alive if he was still living. Out of primer. No bueno. Like we've all established, you wouldn't like Bruce Banner when he's angry and packing, because a Hulk is one thing, but a bunch of hot lead is another thing. LOL. God, what a nerd. Look at his face. I don't like this Bruce Banner face. I think he looks like a kid. I think they should have made him look a little older. Like, this looks like it could be like a Peter Parker if you wanted it to be, rather than old Brucey boy. Isn't it funny that they changed? And I think I even recognized that as a child. So the Lou Ferrigno Hulk TV show, his name wasn't Bruce Banner. His name was David Banner. And that's because the TV execs thought that Bruce sounded quote unquote fruity. Meanwhile, Batman's running around with the name Bruce and no one's calling him fruity. So they changed the name of Bruce Banner in the show. And then in the Ang Lee Hulk movie with Eric Bana, I think they had his real name as David Bruce Banner, just to kind of like back retcon that, unless that was always his name. I don't know. But I know that they didn't call him Bruce Banner. Yeah, Bruce wasn't in tights and Batman was. Bruce was in purple spandex pants, but like, I don't know. I don't think that Bruce is a fruity name. Do you? There's a bunch of big old sharks named Bruce. They retconned it, so his name is David Bruce Banner, and he just goes by Bruce. That's stupid. That's stupid. But I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. They just didn't want another Bruce. Like Batman's Bruce, but also Batman had been Bruce a lot longer, so I get it. And then Stan Lee really, really loves his alliteration names: Peter Parker, Bruce Banner, Reed Richards. You know, he likes that stuff. So that was why I believe all those characters had those names. Peter Parker. I got the really strong impression that Nick Nolte was the Bixby character in the Ang Lee. That would be an interesting take. Like, he never found the happiness. He's just jaded and shit. But yeah, it'd be an interesting take. I don't like that they turned his dad into Absorbing Man. I think that's fucking stupid. I think Victor Creel should be Absorbing Man only, because that's who Absorbing Man is, Victor Creel. So, not Bruce's dad. I know Bruce's dad was a piece of shit and like abusive and all that stuff, but and that's one of the reasons why the Hulk is there, to protect the Hulk. So the thing about the Hulk personality, and they've retconned this since, is like the Hulk personality was always there. It was always the part of Bruce that kept him safe, kept him like protected, at least in his mental space. And then when the gamma radiation happened, it kind of just released that persona as the Incredible Hulk, which I think is an interesting concept, because Bruce Banner is a character about trauma and anger and just, you know, essentially mental health, which that's why I like Marvel more. Like, yeah, Batman is cool, but the dude is a psychopath who literally has a war on everybody because one guy killed his parents a long time ago. And I understand criminals bad and all that stuff, but Batman also doesn't make sure that those criminals don't do that shit again. Joker goes into jail, he gets out, and he starts killing people again. And Batman's like, I can't believe this happened. Robin, we gotta go stop Joker again. And then Robin's like, you know, I have a gun. We could just shoot him in the fucking head. And Batman's like, no, that won't solve the problem. The problem will get bigger. And then Robin's like, all right, Batman. And then, you know, Robin gets beaten to death with a crowbar. And that Batman's like, no, Joker needs to go to jail. He needs to face justice. So, you know, Batman's got some fucking issues. So I'm not the biggest Batman fan. I think that Dick Grayson is a much better Batman than Bruce Wayne ever was, just because he didn't have that emotional trauma leading his every move. And I also think that Terry McGinnis is a much better Batman than Bruce Wayne, simply because, well, up until later, because they didn't kill Terry's parents. They just kind of made it so that Bruce's DNA overwrote his dad's DNA, so Terry is Bruce's kid and not his, you do Batman's voice pretty good. I don't know which Batman, but one of them. Don't swear to God, swear to me. Justice. There's my Christian Bale one. Where's Rachel? Do you want to know how I got these scars? I ate some glass. wasn't very smart. I think that Damian is a good counterpoint for Bruce, or not for Bruce, for Dick Grayson as Robin, but I don't like Damian as a character. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because he's always a little fucking brat, and he's always like, "I'm smarter than you, Dad. I was trained by the League of Assassins, Dad. You can't tell me shit." I just don't really dig Damian. I like Tim. Jason's all right. I'm not a big Jason Todd fan. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, Jason Todd." No, I'm not. Give or take Jason Todd. I like Dick Grayson. I like Tim Drake. Especially Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson is my favorite DC character overall. Dick Grayson and Harley Quinn, and then Green Arrow. I really like Green Arrow and Wonder Woman. So those are my top 4 DC characters. I think the character was intentionally designed for fans to hate him more than they did Jason Robin. Well, they fucking accomplished it. They sure as shit accomplished it. I really wish we got to see a Dick Grayson in the new DCU instead of fast forwarding. Yeah, right? Maybe Nightwing will show up. Maybe we'll have Nightwing in the Batman Brave and the Bold movie or whatever it's called. I would love to see Nightwing in a movie, even if it's for like a 5-minute thing where he's like, "Hey Bruce, noticed you going a little crazy there. Do you need to talk? Do you need... Leave me alone! Your name's Dick for a reason, you fucking dick. Leave me alone." I don't know. I don't like Batman that much. I don't hate Batman. I like making fun of Batman. Like, his superpower is being prepared, and it's... I saw this funny thing. It's like, "Hey Batman, could you take care of this guy?" He's like, "Yeah, give me a week of prep time and I got this." He's like, "No, I need you to do it now." He's like, "That's not gonna work for me." "What do you mean?" I need prep time." Is that your superpower or something? "Yes. I can beat anyone with prep time." So, yeah. You can't just throw Batman into a battle and he'll be like, "I got this." He needs prep time. I wish we got Dick as Robin so we can see his full evolution, Nightwing, and eventually Batgirl, Red Hood. It would be cool. But you know how executives are. I mean, James Gunn is in charge, so he can essentially do whatever he wants. But I don't think he wants to do Dick Grayson, unfortunately. What is it, what is it about Batman sidekicks or Robin that they just don't want to put in movies? Because I know they did it in, of course, Batman and Robin and Batman Forever. But those movies fucking sucked. And then the stupid fucking... The end of Dark Knight Rises where he was like, "My name was Robin all along." Like, what the fuck? Robin's name isn't Robin? What the fuck, Joseph Gordon-Levitt? No. So I don't know what it is about DC and not wanting to touch Robin with a 10-foot pole. Maybe it's because of the 60s show with Adam West and what's his name? Grant Ward? I don't know his name. I don't know his fucking name. Because they think it's a running joke that they're like butt buddies or whatever, but they're not. They're not. It's not funny. Literally his adopted kids. So knock it off with that shit, y'all. All right. I've been going for an hour. I'm tired. I need to smoke. Burt Ward. I knew it was something Ward. Thank you, CJ. I need to smoke some weed and go back to bed. So thank you for hanging out for this hour. Maximum Hulk review will probably be up Tuesday. It may be up Wednesday, depending on if I get it done, if I get into editing or not. If you're watching this on replay and you're new, if you popped in for a second, please subscribe, comment, like this Retro Card Venom video. It's right on my main page of my channel so that we can give this shit away. But yeah, I love you. I'll see y'all next time. And stay safe. All that stuff. Don't brag, Woody. Bye-bye.